One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the 49ers will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. The Eagles offense will get the football first. Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
And the Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The 49ers offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Harrell. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. All right, guys, let's talk about Charlotte. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking. He wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That last completion sets him up on second down. They'll move the tight end. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Bolden. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Power football with the run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. He's going to run it. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. Line is set on third down. Wants to throw. It's Harrell. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it outright. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They go to the ground. Running into the open space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Charlotte.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. North Carolina was able to finish off a close one in Chapel Hill. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback keeps it. Got a little space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Makes the grab close to the logo. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll run it. Fighting off the defender. Let's take just a minute and talk about Charlotte. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position.
There he goes. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll give it to him again. Just ran him over.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Golden Eagles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. With the catch, it's Johnson. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. Get it to the 33.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. And the Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They're testing the right side here. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Back open in the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To throw, it's Harrell. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the 49ers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, though. What a play by this defense to get the football. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. 2nd down coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Firing toward the end zone. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. This time, he's got his man. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you need. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the 2nd half.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Give to the single back. Shakes off the defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter. Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Off play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Past the 45. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Escapes the pressure going right. Slings it downfield. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. The 49ers look to keep this drive humming. Gives it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Niners.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll run it to the right. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snap it to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Leaves it with the running back. Sweet cut there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. quick handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Back to pass, it's Harrell. Pressure coming. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And the 49ers will punt it away on fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They go to the draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first down. Still running at the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Here's the handoff. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown 49ers. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. It's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bolden. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to keep it in the air. fingers to the big fella. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Boston College wants to play fast. Third down play from the gun. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the 49ers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Going to the running game. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to ride this running back.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move, it's Ellis. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Glad to have you with us from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home to the New Mexico State Aggies. You know, we love coming to the land of enchantment, especially when we have an enchanting game like the one in store today. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. New Mexico State will kick it off and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Jacksonville State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
I love when defensive backs come up, and they are physical, and they stick their face in the fan, and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Clark to fire. Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
And he loses the football. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the New Mexico State Aggies offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Makes the grab inside the 30. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Aggie! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Going right and going deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off.
Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
When it gets in long yardage situations defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Clark wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll send the tight end in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Complete to the right. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Makes the grab. It's Edwards. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
That's it for this period. New Mexico State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires on the move. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Clark to fire. Rushes on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Looking left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he's knocked down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Might as well give it to him again. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Here we go. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Texas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snagged in the middle. It's Banks. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. They'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Banks. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. What a boost you can get from something like that, and now they've got it 1st and goal with the 1. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They take the lead with the 6.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Grabbed over the middle. It's Banks. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The Gamecocks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Looking for an open area to his left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
From his end zone, he'll go up top. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner goes down. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He breaks the tackle. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 8 over Texas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Clark wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, he got loose. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Now on second down. Rides the back on the option to give. Got the first down and more. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's it for the period. Break coming, and New Mexico State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Now the play fake. He's going to fire to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll run play action. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed in the middle, it's long. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Clark to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Finds his man. It's Mancuso. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with it. Runs through the tackle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Right on target this time. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. After losing yardage on first down, 2nd and goal from the 10. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, New Mexico State. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And it just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out.
The extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. It has been a quiet and somewhat forgettable game for this sophomore behind center. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Handoff to the lone back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Clark wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's sharp. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll try to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what...
Toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Huskers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will have the ball first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Looking for a man, it's Dotson. Fires to the right. Got his man all by himself. Oh, he's got some space. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him into the house, but they got him at the 24. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. They're working that left side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
The Cornhuskers offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. It's complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Got a man. It's Hunter. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. To the ground with the back. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Buying some time as he moves left. On the move at the 30. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those good old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play-action fake. On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got it.
He's looking deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The Hawkeyes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Dotson. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Fights off the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. The running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Dotson. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Hawkeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Lowers those pads. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab on the right. Lots of room to run. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And the Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Jet sweep to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play.
Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Finds space on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the run deep down the right side. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the ground, it's Hansen. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I count?
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Dotson. Makes the catch, it's Williams.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Here's a heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this second and short. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they're after him! Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And the Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally.
Going to take a shot, and they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Huskers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Might be changing the route. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
QB got it himself. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Huskers are flying down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting damn close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he had just enough to will that one home. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a 1st down. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3, and now the offense with a chance for more. And just when you think the defense had forced a field goal try, a devastating mistake like this gives new life to the offense. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Here comes the heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Nebraska! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Williams. Touchdown in midfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, lost the throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got him, and nobody's close. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Raiola. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Looking to throw. Under fire. quick strike complete. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Good, right down the boulevard. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Iowa. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Sets up the screen. Across the 45. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Running back searching for a hole. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Huskers are marching down the field. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you...
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Anderson. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Dotson. Under fire.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. So here they come, 4th and long, and this defense is after back-to-back sacks. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Bring in the heat. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.